Hello everyone and welcome to Blogger and Everything and welcome back to the channel and it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a minute since you've seen this face, since you've heard anything from this channel, at least, right? I mean, with the off season, I kind of also went off season a bit. All right, just to put it, short. The long story short, we've made so much progress on this channel over the past couple of years, especially. I think last time around, this time of the year, last year, we were sitting around 8K subs, and now we're at 10K. So like 2K subs gained in the space of like 12 months, which I realize in the grander scheme of YouTube channels, that doesn't sound like much, but that is quite a bit, gaining like 200 subs each month. And there was a lot of work which went into that. And because of that, sometimes, this being a rather small operation, it's just me. So, sometimes you kind of, thrive on YouTube whilst suffering elsewhere in your life. So, like, the fact that you're still on point with your 9 to 5 and just still you're making gains on your YouTube channel, it can come at the cost of things like social life and maybe family life suffering a tad bit. So this time around I decided to take things a little bit slower during the off season and just live my life a bit more and just let Barca be Barca while I go and just focus on my personal life, my social life, and just rest a bit. And man, I think that was the best decision I could have ever made, because had I been covering every bit of the Nico saga, every bit of just taking drama, I honestly do not know how many years that would have shaved off of my life. Like I don't know how much I would have been able to, keep my soul intact whilst going through all of that. So yeah, I did take a break. You've basically seen nothing from this channel aside from the shorts, which by the way, you should check those out. There's a whole quiz thing that's running with the shorts. It's now like 50 days in. So if you like binging stuff, there's like 50 shorts you can binge that are all just like random Barca trivia. And of course, if you do listen to the podcast, which I think there's just like 5 of you or something, yeah, 5 crazy people listen to that podcast, then you do know that there was something longer format that I did drop there, which was looking at one of the Barca legends. So you're going to see a video of that as well here, because that's something that I like to do, just to go back into Barcelona's history, look at some of the people who we don't really know about, but who honestly deserve a bit more credit just because of what their contribution to the club's future, to the club's history as well, has meant. So, you're going to see something like that. And, if you like spoilers, it's going to be about a certain man named Mariano Martin. So, look forward to that. But aside from that, this is supposed to be a match review for Barca's Joan Gamper victory, but not really going to go all that deep with the match reviews and everything. I mean, like, I am coming back from like 2+ months of no uploads, so I want to take it a bit slow. I will though be back in full swing come this Saturday, because this Saturday Barcelona is playing the first match of the La Liga season away to Mallorca. Yes, away, because we're not yet done with works at Spotify Camp Nou. And honestly, I don't know when Barca is going to return to Spotify Camp Nou. Right now, there's nothing solid, it's just typical Barcelona stuff, yeah? They said we'll be back in the 1-for-1 rule. We're not yet back. They said we'd have no issues registering players. We had issues registering players. We needed, once again, a player to be injured, and they're saying it'll be back. At which point, again, we'll probably have a Dani Olmo, Pau Victor type of situation. So, yeah, looking forward to all of that drama. But aside from that, I would say tonight's performance from the team was really as good as you could have asked for. I think none of the players looked sharp today. Fermin Lopez, match deserved man of the match award there. 2 goals, could have had more. Same for Lamine Yamal, 2 goals, could have had more. Marcus Rashford as well with an assist for Raphinha this time around, and he himself as well could have had a goal, missed a gaping open goal. And Ferran Torres was like, "Brah, I see you, I could do the same thing. So, it's interesting to see what the starting 11 is going to be, though. Come Mallorca, is Lewandowski going to be back to full fitness, or is Rashford going to have to deputize for him again? And, I would like to see Rashford at left wing, actually. We did bring him there in, and that's his strongest position. So, I like to see him more in that role. But aside from that, really, nothing much to add here except for, praise for the likes of Pau Kubaresi. We had Pickenbauer, in the past, and now we have Kubaresi. So, looking forward to seeing more of him with the number 5 now, the iconic number 5. I mean, I was cool with him having the number 2, to be honest. But it's like, hey, if he wants the number 5, give the kid the number 5. He's definitely good enough to be wearing that jersey. And man, I don't know. Aside from that, I was happy as well with the performance from Joan Garcia making a big save as well there. And there was that I say off camera. What I mean is that post match there was that moment with him and Ter Stegen just having that embrace, and of course Ter Stegen just giving a speech that sounded like he had a gun to his head and he was reading it out. But anyway, we'll talk more about that drama for Barca. But for now, I think this is a good, a nice little soft launch with the Joan Gamper, with me coming back from such a long, break that I took. But aside from that, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the performances? Are you looking forward to this season? Personally, I think the team looks like it's ready to pick up where it left off, which is more than amazing in my opinion. I didn't think they'd be able to get back up to speed so quickly, but hey, that's the magic of Hansi Flick and what him and his team can do. But yeah, I thank you all for tuning in. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But aside from that, have a great day and Forza Barca.